like anything, it could go either way. There will be upsides and there will also be downsides, almost for sure. Now, the downsides are pretty much because we're people and we tend to, be greedy and form in-groups and out-groups. And so there will be people who will try to use this new technology to benefit themselves and to get ahead, in their own game. So how we protect against that is one of the open questions in this. And even though we're not there yet, and most people think, well, it's quite a while off, these are questions that are worth asking now. So in the longer term, is it going to be a utopia or a dystopia? We would hope for a utopia. But exactly what's going to happen? Now the thing is that you really need to think about this time frame, 50 to 200 years. We will have machines that are as smart as people. What will that really mean for society? That's an amazing question. Will people just not need to work? Will it be everything can be done by machines? You can work if you want to, but you won't have to. But if you're not working, what are you doing? Just playing games? I mean, you might get bored with that. If the possibility of uploading minds, and a lot of this stuff sounds like science fiction, but the fact is, if we have artificial general intelligence and we have super intelligence and we've passed that singularity, uploading a mind is probably going to be possible. And, as bizarre as it sounds and as bizarre as it seems, most people say that will happen within 200 years. And these are not crazy people, these are the experts in the field. Of course, mistakes have been made in the past, and sometimes these things take much longer than we expect. But, consensus seems to be about 200 years. If you think of where we've come in the last 200 years, 200 years ago, the steam engine had just been invented. We didn't have electricity. We were living pretty much in villages. There was a cottage industry. All our power came from burning things, coal or wood, and burning candles for light. And machines were simply windmills and water mills and animal power. That was it, 200 years ago. And now look, the first computers didn't come out until 70 years ago, but the first personal computers not until 40. TVs weren't common in homes until 60 years ago. So the rate of progress is substantial, let's face it. The world is changing incredibly quickly. So given how far we've come in the last 200 years, from the pre-industrial age to now, to having smartphones and talking about AI as a real possibility, the next 200 years, given the pace of change, anything could happen, and I think it will. In 200 years, what are we going to be? Will we need to be humans anymore? That's again one of those really strange questions, but we need to ask it, because there's a possibility that we won't need to be humans anymore in 200 years. We can be whatever we want to be. We'll be able to upload our brains into anything, into machines, into spaceships and fly to the stars, or into a simulated reality that's anything we want it to be. It sounds crazy, but it's possible.